Yeah, welcome to this video. I'm doing a Warzone final and I'm late joining, about 2 minutes, and I got a game immediately. I need to get rid of this little window here. Okay, so Queen's Gambit. Let's try for some aggressive stuff. I actually forgot to double. This counter gambit is quite interesting. Shara Hennig gambit. So it's a bit weird to pronounce this in English fashion with German names. Okay, so he didn't take the pawn. White can win a pawn on d5. Now we got some pretty standard looking isolated pawn position, where he's got some strange pieces, queen and bishop. Yeah. Okay, I thought he needed to take. This now looks tricky already for white. Attacking the queen, and now I have this pin. And maybe I also could have taken and played bishop g4, but bishop g4 looks fine. Yeah, and this should win the queen. It's a check here, and the queen is saying, yeah, just win the queen. Queen d1. Okay, oops. Okay, let's get back into a Benoni. Yeah, this check is meant to displace this bishop a bit. Yeah, he's very quick in playing all in these bad moves. f5 just gives away e6. And, don't believe this should be any good. But okay, maybe it's not so clear. Play rook e1. Yeah, but this is a tempo now, and then h6 is saying. Yeah, it's a 2-minute game. It's clear that you cannot spend huge amounts of time, but all these instant moves don't help if you're just so bad that you, yeah, this is a check, that you basically lose. Yeah, end game with the piece up, and also this knight, which prevents the black king to get to the 6th pawn. And next I can just yeah, I cannot do anything anyway. I mean, he cannot leave e7. Undefended, e7 undefended, so he cannot move really. Now I'm getting e7. So what's the quickest solution? Yeah, I can also just protect this. Yeah, b1 is defended, and e8. Yeah, okay, I've got the queen first. Oops, I actually thought this would have been a check. Rook h7 is made next. I just had a wrong vision of the black king. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's no stalemate, of course. Yeah, now disconnected. What an idiot. Yeah, the typical idiot, yeah. Playing all moves instantly, just blundering away everything, and then he disconnects to cost me 40 seconds of time. Yeah, great. Yeah, I really don't understand why they not give you the point after, let's say, 10 seconds. If you disconnect, bad luck. I mean, bad luck if you really have a disconnection issue, but if you're just an idiot like this guy, I'll be frank here, then you should just give away the point much quicker. Right, French defense. I'll play this wacky move knight c6. It's not so bad. Yeah, unfortunately he chose the driest and dullest possible continuation with exchanging on d5. Okay, I tried to make it a bit more interesting, but probably this is just a crap position. Okay, not that I like to do this, but what can you do? Yeah, I can defend the weakness here. It's not very comfortable. Got this two double pawns and a somewhat weak king. Okay. Okay, I can play this. I mean, rook f3 I can just take, and have the idea of playing rook g4. Then queen on f5 protects h7, so rook h3 is not a big issue. So let's activate. Okay, yeah, maybe he's able to play f3. Yeah, possible. But if I go rook g8, f3, I can actually take on g2. Queen f5, rook takes h2 mate. Yeah, and now I'm actually threatening to take on c2 or f2. Yeah, he covered that, but I can take on f2 now, right? I hope so, at least. And there's also g2 now hanging. If he plays g3, I take the rook. It looks pretty promising. I also have got rook h4. I just recognized that. But rook takes g2 should be enough, yeah. Oh wait. Queen g2, rook g2. Can go rook e8. Yeah, maybe. Okay, then I go here. Okay, he had this rook e8. If I take on g2, rook g2, queen f1 is made, but yeah, but this is just curtains on h2. Okay, so I'm close to the top now in this tournament. Yeah, the England gambit. It's a very generous opening, giving a pawn for nothing. And of course, knight h6 isn't exactly the way to try, at least to get some compensation. Okay, just develop. This is just a suicide mission by black. Queen e5. Queen h5, I'm sorry. Looks devastating. Rook, king d8, I just... yeah, I can just give this check on f7. Yeah, and take the rook. Maybe he can take on b2. Okay, but knight d6 now is a double check, right? Besides the fact that I can take the rook. Okay, come on, take the rook. Spending time here is not really efficient. I'm just preparing knight d5. Let's castle and get the pieces into play. Bishop g4. Yeah, this is nice. Now needs to go to e8. And still no checkmate. Probably not. Don't see one. There is no mate, yeah? Really? Amazing. Let's get the rook into the attack as well with rook g3. Yeah, I'm losing so much time on this in this game. Should have just played much quicker, or maybe taken the rook or something. I thought there should be a checkmate, but I didn't see any. Okay, let's threaten rook g8 mate. Yeah, now this is mate. Queen e8 or bishop f8. He can just interpose some material. Yeah, this really costs lots of time. Some guys are on 6 out of 6. I got this guy earlier. Yeah, I usually decline the Mora. I mean, it's an interesting opening, but not very scary for black. But I always felt that it's a good idea to deny white the kind of stuff that he was aiming for originally. This Marozzi kind of position is very often something that white players with a gambit style don't feel so comfortable in. We already see this here actually. I'm already somewhat better with the great long diagonal for the bishop. Yeah, it's a multiple. Yeah, there are multiple good moves. Bishop here or some other maneuvers also would have been good. Yeah, well, let's get into this pen and threaten queen to f6. Can be irritating. Queen f6, he maybe has got knight h5. Yeah, but pawn g5. Yeah, I'm threatening pawn g5. Simply. Yeah, don't know. Wait, if I play f5, how does he protect this? Actually, I can of course just take. Very idiotic. What a silly idea. Of course he can just take. Oh man, f5 is really an idiotic move. Okay. Yeah, just any move, and I'm pretty clearly better. But this just weakens e6 and d5. I simply simply didn't take into account that he can take on f5. Very, very, very stupid. Yeah, he's also maybe asking himself, what the heck is black doing here? It's not a catastrophe. I mean, I still have a good bishop on e5, but it's completely useless to weaken your position like that. I didn't have any weaknesses, and now e6 and d5 is just stupid. Okay, but okay, I'm threatening some stuff. The knight is hanging, and yeah, what now? d3 is hanging. Needs to return. I can just take here if I want. Not sure if this was a good choice, but let's threaten g4. I'm overlooking some very, very simple moves here. Maybe it's still okay. Attacking the queen now. Yeah, now at the end d3 is hanging. Yeah, maybe it was still okay, but I overlooked really some very simple stuff. Okay. Okay, let's play 1e4 for a change. And okay, let's go for the Smith Mora myself. Oh, we're actually heading for this Siberian trap variation, and I forgot how it's working. Okay. It's something like that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, he probably wants to play h4. Yeah, I cannot really believe this. Problem is the time. Okay, but let's go here. This should lead to quite some attack at least. I'm threatening to take on f7. Yeah, take on f7 and queen d5. This is just over for black. Queen f7. And okay, let's just take this rook. f8 is hanging and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, well, you can g5, h5. No, I don't think this is playable. Okay, let's play the pills. Okay, I don't want h5. Maybe this isn't the best move, but yeah, hard to believe that this should be bad for black. I mean, with b5 and all this, don't get this often in the Benoni, and this is essentially Benoni. Wow, and now he castles short. Interesting. Yeah, don't know. No, of course not. Yeah, besides, I don't really play draws in this tournament. I think that I'm just better. Yeah, he offered me this exchange, but I want to threaten bishop takes g3. This is just neat and can easily be overlooked. Knight f2 also is a threat. If he plays okay, retreated. So the question is, what now? I've got multiple good moves. Even taking just on a1 isn't bad. Okay, let's first take here. And now think about this. I mean, I can also check here. Yeah, probably this is the simplest. Now grab here. Point is that now I can take here and have this move with g4 coming. This looks pretty dreadful for white. I overlooked this one. But still, I mean, just this move. Okay, what else? I can take here first and then play g4, right? It takes a knight c7. Wow. Yeah, some guys have all the luck. I mean, he never ever intended this. It's still very good for me. Yeah, the time, of course, is the main problem. Position is just winning. Can just take d5 now, even as a pre-move. Yeah, not much that you can do. Just too slow in this complications. Yeah, this costs some time. Okay, yeah, let's go d4. And what didn't I play yet? Again, this. Yeah, well, the Benoni is a good opening for white, usually. Okay, yeah, this is quite interesting. It's not played very often, but I always liked this for white. Felt like pretty risk-free way to set up a very slightly better position. Black simply has got this somewhat awkward bishop on e7, and white is controlling d5. This is threatening queen c5, I think, at least. Yeah, queen c5. Oh, this what? Yeah, this now is very comfortable with the dead bishop on f6, and I'm controlling all the key squares. d5, of course, is the main weakness, and the knight has chances to come to c4 or d5. Question is how to get it there. Let's h2, f1, and so on. Okay, I went f6. Yeah, I maybe could have gone via h4 also. Okay, let's just grab the material. I was also threatening queen e8, so didn't really have anything. Okay, it's a bad piece, but king and pawn endgame with 2 extra pawns isn't so bad. Yeah, this is nice. An early resigner for a change. Yeah, I'm leading. Play this guy again. I had him before. I'm not quite sure what game this was. Okay, a Scotch game. And now we transpose to a Scotch gambit. Yeah, knight g4 is a rare line, but not a bad line. I think it's d6 here. Forgot really how it is played, but this should be okay for black. If I'm not totally wrong. Yeah, those kind of lines are sometimes a bit tricky because I mean, they're not good for white, but you can sometimes just forget the right moves, and with little time, it sometimes is irritating. Maybe just take and queen c5. Yeah, there are really a boatload of those crappy gambits. But yeah, they're not good, but they're also, with little time, not so easy to refute, and this is sometimes really a problem. Okay, let's go here. Support d4. I can take with both pieces, but not bad. Yeah, I've got an open position now with the bishops. So black should be somewhat better, unless you blunder stuff like I just did. Okay, maybe it's not so terrible. Bishop f8. I've got bishop takes c3, and it's not clear. Maybe here in c5 could be quite good. I can take a2 also. I hope. Bit worried that my back rank is a bit weak, but I don't see bishop c5. Possible, maybe. Bishop takes c5. Maybe you can play that. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm not mated on the back rank. Okay, this is a check. And yeah, the c pawn. Okay, he's in a long pin here. On rook d8 I can take with the queen, which is not ideal, but it's okay. Wow. This was a who finish. I just managed with nothing on the clock. Okay. Maybe let's play a Gioco Piano Italian game. Bit less complicated. Okay, so okay. I thought maybe f7 would be some idea to do something, but wasn't possible really. Okay. Okay, I want to try to control d5. Of course, he ignores it. Just instantly playing d5. I mean, e5 is hanging, but maybe he's got some compensation. No idea. Yeah. Okay. Let's take this and catch up with development. Yeah. Okay, but maybe I can try to get the bishop on d4. It's pretty active post for the bishop. I better just see f4, bishop d4, bishop b4. Okay. Yeah, maybe I should just try to exchange rooks with bishop d2. Yeah, bishop d2. Now he could actually take. Yeah, I hope I'm not getting too passive here. Of course, you want to exchange material when you're up a pawn or whatever. But you need to be cautious that you don't give up too much activity. But he gave me the e-file, so this is probably still okay. Queen e6 coming. Yeah, this is in some ways similar to the Marshall gambit. He's this pawn down, but I've got rook e6. I'm not sure if it would have been good anyway, but okay, I need to speed up simply. All right, now I play this. Okay, rook g5, g4. Oh, okay. Okay, then I take the rook. Also not bad. Yeah, some guys couple of points ahead, 9 points. Yeah, usually we get a French here. I have played this guy numerous times. Oh, normally plays bishop g5. Aha, h4. Yeah, it's fun. What kind of stuff is obviously playable, or at least yeah, at least is played. I mean, if it's good, I doubt. What? Yeah, this was mysterious. Okay. Okay, let's go d4, mixing the moves, and let's see what happens after the Trompovsky. No, I really don't understand those draw offers. Okay, this guy is pretty high rated. I just saw this 2-4 something. Still, I don't see why I should draw. I mean, why not play a game? Okay, so probably this move, intending knight f3 to h4. on knight f3 to control h4. This g5 approach is of course yeah, very crude, but it can be effective. I sometimes played like this myself against the trump. Not sure. I have more than one good continuation. Yeah, he can take now and attack this, but I can play here. And now, oops, not so quick. I was intending rook h1, to be honest, and of course this is not working. Yeah, okay, then I need to take. It's still not bad for me. Okay, so okay, let's try here. Knight h3, he plays f4. Yeah, I should have just taken, of course. I mean, taken on g4. This is still good for white. Really? Okay. I thought he would. Yeah, well, this is no issue at all. White is just better. The time is, of course, a problem. Yeah, 10 seconds is too little. I just played this too slowly. Yeah, he doesn't really try to play good moves anymore, I think. Just intending to win on time. Yeah, king e7 and white wins. Of course. Yeah, just terrible. Yeah, but just playing too slowly and overlooking things. This whole thing with g5 was yeah, really a joke. Okay. F5. Ah, come on. It's not exactly correct, this this kind of playing, but it sometimes helps to get quick points. Okay, it doesn't look like a quick point, but at least it's pretty active position with two bishops. c2 is hanging. Okay, and now I'm trying to press on the f pawn. Winning this is very likely, actually. Maybe I should have played rook f6 better. Okay. Then the h pawn. Okay, I'll check here. And now I'm pinning him on the back rank. Maybe I can play bishop f4 also instantly, but maybe I can win a couple of moves before I do that. Win a couple of tempi. White cannot do much about this anyway. And now I could also play. Yeah, this is good enough. He needs to play bishop b2. And okay, this is just a winning bishop's endgame. Bishop f6 now. Okay. Threatened to exchange bishops. I was pretty optimistic with the winning part, but it should be with the h pawn. Problem is actually the h pawn. It's not so much the extra pawn, which is good, but the pass pawn is just the main thing here. Getting this this piece to f6. Okay, need to win more space. Wow, this gives me another free pawn. I mean pass pawn. So was helpful, of course. King g4 was better. So yeah, well, this is enough, but yeah. Okay, probably it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's the wrong color, but there's still a pawn here on the board. Yeah, I'm one game away from the tournament leader. Oops. Of course, d4 was was planned. Okay, so I'll play the Pirz reversed or something like this. Threatening b4, winning a piece. Okay. Yeah, come on. Let's open up the position. Try to make his bishop look a bit silly. Should I take? Not sure. I want to go. Maybe this is not too bad. If he takes on d4, okay. He never thought about this. Knight c4. I was intending. Okay, I'll grab here. Now let's get rid of the annoying bishop from g4. Okay, this is helpful, this exchange, because I'm better on the e-file. I've got moves like knight d6 or knight c7 to gain control. This is also an idea, attacking b6. It's not easy even to protect it. Okay. Yeah, maybe a check on b1. But if I go here, he also needs to. Wow, I thought this looked really dangerous. Maybe it isn't, but it looks dangerous. Yeah, and now knight f7 is very close to checkmate. Okay, let's attack the bishop. I always have g3. Now I'm threatening h5. This was the idea. It's still not a mate. Now bishop f5. Oops, I was really not paying attention to this this threat. Okay, let's give this check. And now I think it's mate next move, right? G6, queen g6. Yeah, this wasn't a clean victory. I mean, he had some stuff here. All right. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go through all openings. Okay. Let's return to the Vienna, and at least I know a bit there. Oh, I think I play this move. Okay, H3 looks very slow. Okay, I'm trying to very quickly open up the position against his uncastled position here. Queen e4, rook d8, rook e8, and I'm threatening d3 now. D3, queen e4, rook e8, and now I can take on f2. Yeah, well, with both pieces actually. This isn't bad. Also, rook e8 still possible, and rook e8. Yeah, first rook e8. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have. But I can actually take here. I can take here. Queen e5, knight d3. Knight d3, and I'm a queen up. Yeah, I got a bit scared at first. Knight e5 with some stuff on f7, but okay, rook takes e5 was a simple solution. Right. Let's go for something different. Yeah. Okay, I try to play on the g4 square. Yeah, not sure. Maybe he's got a really bad connection. The idea is to control d5. Really? This is surprising. I don't have yeah, maybe I don't have any meaningful discovery. Okay, well, let's go here. I can also play. Yeah, now I can take and knight d4, unmasking this bishop. So the question is now, okay, if I take on c6 with the bishop, he can actually take on d4, right? Okay, let's take here. And now try to win c5, but slowly, not hurrying things. Yeah, okay. Then I take this one. The idea is to yeah, I'm thinking too long about stuff like queen takes d6. Probably completely unnecessary. Yeah, now the idea is to go to the king with the king to e2, protect d2, and then try to. Okay, he immediately returns or exchanges. A good move. I want to get to f7. Bishop b5 c4 would be very nice if I would be able to to play that. He probably, I thought he maybe needs to, I cannot really prevent it. Now it gets very annoying. Okay, he wants to play some counter attack with bishop e1. What I want to do is get the bishop to g8 and have this mating idea on h7, so that he cannot move the bishop. And then I want to advance the pawns, f3, g4. Yeah, this is very annoying to defend. Oops. Oops. Yeah, he's still in a mating net. Rook d2, d1, or d1, h1. Rook h1. No move against this. Yeah, this was funny. It wasn't intended, of course. Okay. Okay, the French again. Yeah, g5. Can play this in all kinds of positions in the French defense nowadays. Here it is. I'm not sure about the current state of theory. I'm not sure. It was pretty okay for a while, I think, for black, but not sure about the current state of affairs. Well, this was played too quickly by me, really. How do I place my king? Don't like that. Yeah, now a3. Yeah, this looks like a very stupid game by me. Got a bad king and a very strangely placed rook on a4. Yeah, this is really a crap position. It looks like looks very not very harmonious. I'm trying to trick him a bit. Queen h5, g4 with an attack on the rook. Trying to confuse him. Rook is still hanging. Queen. Okay, and if he moves the bishop now, I have almost rook g3, almost. But I can take on a3 now, right? Still don't like this. It looks very messy, and but probably black is okay now. Yeah, threatening on g2 and f2. If he takes with the queen on h3, I can take f2. Yeah, I think it's winning now. This was a shaky game. I mean, I didn't have any control in this, – especially with the terribly placed king. but I made at the end, and I'm about 20 points up ahead, I mean. Yeah, sometimes you can get quick wins here with knight f7. I admit it, it's just a trick, but always interesting to try. Can you take there? I guess not. But what else is the sense then of this? Okay, it's not correct, but still interesting to try. Yeah, it's not really full compensation. I mean, must be honest about that. But, it's still a bit tricky though. In bishop c4, bishop c4 coming now. Knight d5. I can probably take on e6 with the rook. Yeah, I mean, not much else. I need to take what he offers me. If we take on f6 now, is this a possibility? Or maybe just here. Yeah, just here. If he takes, then his knights are. Yeah, this is problematic now. The only issue is here also I need to be careful about the back rank. Queen d1 would be a mate. I'm not sure what he's doing now actually, because I can just take it here. Should I give this check? Don't know. Let's just grab everything. Probably also this, and then bishop e3 should be pretty good control. Rook c1 and then the c pawn. Yeah, this wasn't the greatest technical play ever. Yeah, at least I'm catching up on the clock. I mean, the position should be okay. Oh, it seems that the tournament is actually over. I didn't pay much attention to the time. And while stating this, second place, Jesus. Second place, what happened? And at the end I'm 20 points almost down. Yeah, no idea. Yeah, it took too long for me to win this game. Probably. Yeah, I was on first or second all the time, so a bit disappointing. I mean, I didn't play too badly, I think. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Some entertaining games, I think. And I also started 2 minutes late. It's also not helping with this narrow finishes. Yeah, okay. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm back soon with some other content. Cheers.